Baby, come give me something, oh. Baby, come give me something, oh. Cause I can't stop loving, since I got a taste of your love. Baby, come give me something, oh. Cause I can't stop loving.
What's up, HF? I'm Cassius Kearns, and you're watching the VTV Friday Show.
And I'm Khalil Fargo. We're glad you're seeing us today as we finish up the intro to broadcasting classes running the shows.
It's been a pretty good week. And for those of you watching who think that this TV stuff is easy, you have no idea.
We've got some great stuff planned for you today, including the latest edition of Family Feud. But before we get to anything, let's check in with our sports corner to see where we're at with sports.
Thanks, guys. I'm Shahid Evans here in Sports Corner. Just a couple of announcements, and the first is for the tennis team. The team needs more players, so if you want to play tennis, see Mr. Sachs by the end of this week. Believe it or not, that's all we have here in sports. Good luck to all the teams practicing for the spring. I'm Shahid Evans.
Thanks to Ben Hammer and Joe Sullivan for that footage last week with Respect Week. HF celebrated with a lot of activities.
A group got together and recorded the Respect Week pledge, and we thought it would be a great way to put a close to Respect Week. Check it out.
We here at HF High School are taking a stand. Through our actions.
Through our words.
We pledge to show respect to all people.
We choose to include.
We will not be bystanders.
We will stand up for what is right.
We will treat each other with a caring attitude and with dignity. We will look for ways we are all good instead of different.
We will celebrate the success of others.
We will lend a helping hand to others in need.
We will not use the R word or other derogatory words to describe another person or a situation.
We will use our words to empower others, not to put them down.
We believe that everyone deserves a chance.
We believe that all people, regardless of their race,
nationality, gender, religion, beliefs, and disabilities.
Everyone deserves to be treated fairly and with respect.
we are the future.
We are your future employers, taxpayers, voters, soldiers, parents, family members, community members.
We know we can make a difference.
We are HF.
We are HF.
Join us.
We are.
We are.
We are.
The Inclusion Revolution.
We will spread the word to end the word. At HF, we run for respect.
Thanks to everyone who participated in the activities for Respect Week.
In our quest to continue to give courage to all things here at HF, one of our reporters, William Quadver, got this exclusive interview with the wrestling champ Brian Smith. Check it out.
I'm Logan Quire and I'm here with Brian Smith here. So, why do you think this wrestling season went so well for you?
Well, I think it went good because everybody put in a lot of hard work. We worked every day for as long as we could.
So, what was your game plan before heading into every match?
My game plan was just to work harder than everybody else and throw them on the head.
Who was the toughest person you had to wrestle this year and why?
It had been Mike Bosco because he was so long and he was lighter than everybody, so he was a lot faster and he was hard to work moves on.
So, final question. How hard did you guys work this offseason?
We worked really hard. We've been in the weight room and wrestling. We've been going to live a lot, and it's been really tough, but we've been able to work through it and get better.
Thank you for your time.
We thank you for giving us your time and talking to VTV about your club.
We also were able to create some entertainment for you as well. Check out this next segment, which I'm sure you will enjoy.
The first question is, why does McDonald's sell hot dogs?
Because burgers are better.
It's McDonald's. What they need to sell hot dogs for?
Probably because it's inconsistent with their branding.
Eyebrows considered facial hair.
Nope.
Why is that?
Cause it's like, next question.
Yes, because they're on your face.
All right. If an ambulance is on its way to save someone and then runs someone over, does it stop to help them?
Depends on how badly the person's hurt.
No, they gotta worry about that first call first.
No, but they call another ambulance.
Why are there no B batteries?
Cause it's AA, AAA, and like just one A or something like that. I don't know. Don't nobody make no double B batteries or whatever that. Yeah, come on.
We love to entertain, and we hope you enjoyed that segment.
We have so much talent here at HF, and so many building musical stars who are trying to make it big.
One such student is a rapper known as Kid Capone. He joined us for an interview to give us the insight on his musical career.
Hi, I'm Xavier Martinez, also known as Kid Capone, and here's some stuff about me. What inspired me to start making music was when Bobby Shmurda came out with Hot Boy, and the whole dance fad was going around, and like everybody was making the Hot Boy remixes, and I tried to make my own one, like trying to follow in Bobby's footsteps. And like when he got locked up, it was kind of like me seeing it as passing the torch. And this is like 2015, and that's when I've been rapping ever since. Some of the influences in my life would probably be my uncle, Bobby Shmurda, and probably Juice too. The best part of making music is the whole process behind it, like writing how you feel, and writing the lyrics, and seeing it all come together when you finally go in that booth. My best experience so far being an artist, when my first song hit 100K on SoundCloud, kind of just like jumped in the air, like thinking I finally made it. The biggest obstacle in music was like setting myself apart from my peers. Like at HF, we have a lot of rappers, and a lot of people don't want to give some artists chances because of the oversaturation of artists here. So the hardest part was, building my own image and my own sound. What I've done to become a better musician is to just push myself to like impossible limits. Like sometimes I'll stay up for days. I think the most I've ever done was 4 days. Just locked myself in my room, writing music. Some advice that I give some upcoming rappers is to always know what you're getting yourself into, because the music industry's hardness and toughness. You gotta be hard-minded, but you also gotta have strong heart and strong will, and just never give up if this is truly what you want to do. What I have coming next is I have a new project after the one I just dropped, Escobar Season, coming soon. I'm gonna sit down, meet with some executives to see if there's any possibility of moving my career forward and with the label and stuff. I'm gonna start doing shows soon, so I'm just slowly but surely getting to the top. What I have to say to all the people that support me, I really appreciate it a lot. You guys don't understand how much I appreciate it, because I've been doing this for years, and I feel like it's finally paying off a little bit, but we still have a long way to go. And if you stick with me through this whole entire journey, you're a real one. Y'all can follow me on Instagram at RealKidCapone. Y'all can add me on Snapchat, BeatDownPrince, and yeah, that's it.
Can't wait to see what Kid Capone has for us next. Thanks again for coming onto our show.
If you want to talk success, the HSB team should be a group that comes to your mind. They have a lot of success, and Jerry Russell got the full story.
A few weeks ago, our HSB team won many awards at their state competition. Their creative skills, ideas, and mindset helped the whole team win big this year. Check it out. The team went through many struggles preparing for this event, including changes of the category and getting used to their new topic. Speech partners in the category DDA, Adira Harris, a junior here at HF, and Ava Jones, a senior, shared their own personal troubles.
I think our biggest challenge was time. Some people have had their piece since the beginning of the season, so they've had months to kind of work on it and perfect it. But Adira and I, we got our piece 3 to 4 weeks right before state.
Me and my partner, we practiced a lot leading up to state, and we worked on like inflection and blocking and acting strategies and things like that.
Going to state can bring all sorts of emotions to the team. It can affect their performance. Jazz Jabalani, a senior here at HF, explains his feelings when performing on the stage.
When I perform, it's a weird state of being comfortable, but somehow still in my fight or flight mode, because it's always nervous. The worst part about performing is always walking up. Like once they call your name and you walk up, that's the worst part. But once I get started and I get that first laugh, like it's all fun.
Ariel Davis, a senior here at HF, who is also the state champion, explains her personal experience and feeling when she won the title.
I haven't really gotten over the fact that I'm like a state champion, and it sounds weird to say because I was just kind of like this whole season I was just kind of like doing the piece, and I just liked doing it, and I would just get first place sometimes I wouldn't, and I was like, this is okay. So then I ended up going to state, and I was like, okay, and then I was a state finalist, and I was like, okay, and then they called third and second place, and I was like, I got first.
The speech team's perseverance and confidence helped make them the big champions they are today. Well done, speechies, and let's continue to congratulate them on their big win. For VTV, this was Jaya Russell and Brandon Eddy, signing out.
Very proud of the entire speech team. Great job on a tremendous season.
Okay, just one thing left to do today, and let's play the Feud. 4 weeks in a row, we've given out money. Will this be the 5th?
Let's find out. We'll end the show with the Family Feud. So thanks for watching with us today. I'm Khalil Fargo.
And I'm Cassius Kearns, and for everyone at here at VTV, have a great day.
All right, we're here for week 6 of Family Feud. We have been giving away money like it's growing on trees. The past 4 weeks, we've given out 20 bucks. Here today is Derek and Tyson to see if they can win it as well. Tyson, why do you guys think you have a chance at this money?
Because we raw like that. We got it.
Man, they're raw like that. So let's see if they're raw to answer these questions and see how it works out. You know how it works. You got 25 seconds on the clock and answer these to your best ability. Here we go. Name something you'd hate to discover the hospital you're staying at didn't have.
Medicine.
Name something a lot of people have that they can't afford.
A house.
Name something people put oil on.
Their body.
Name something that becomes more comfortable the longer you have it.
Your bed or pillow.
Name something people call when they're in trouble.
The police.
Okay. All right, Tyson, round is over. How do you feel?
I feel like we did it. We did what we had to do, and we got it.
Okay. Well, you're leaving it in Derek's hands. Let's see how many points you got. First, with your answers, the question was, name something you'd hate to discover the hospital you're staying at didn't have. You said medicine. Survey said 18 points.
That's okay.
Tell me something a lot of people have that they really can't afford. You said a house. Survey said 19. Okay? All right. Name something people put oil on. You said their own bodies or their skin. Our survey said 14. Okay? Name something that becomes more comfortable the longer you have it on. You said your bed. Survey said 7 points. And finally, name someone people call when they're in trouble. You said the police. It was our number 1 answer. Survey said 77 points on that one. So you really helped yourself out with the police there. 135 points you got. So your partner's only going to need 65. Let's see what Derek can do.
He got it. He got it.
All right, Derek. Your partner did okay. He got 135 points, which means you only need 65 points in order to win this thing. So, feeling confident?
Yes, sir.
All right, needing 20 bucks?
Not needing, but wanting.
Want it?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
I got
want
you.
it.
All right. All right, well, you know how it works. You're the second person through, so you'll get 30 seconds is on the clock. If you hear me say beep beep, it means he's already answered it. You got to give me a new one. Ready to go?
Yes, sir.
All right, 30 seconds is on the clock. Here we go. Name something you'd hate to discover the hospital you're staying at didn't have.
Medicine.
Beep beep.
Towels.
Tell me something a lot of people have that they really can't afford.
Clothes.
Name something people put oil on.
Their head.
I'm sorry?
Head.
Beep beep.
Body.
Beep beep.
Car.
Name something that becomes more comfortable the longer you have it.
Your pillow.
Name someone people call when they're in trouble.
Police.
Beep beep.
Mom.
All right. All right, Derek, you don't seem like you're real confident in your answer.
I just sold.
All right. Well, let's see. Again, remember, you only needed 65 points. Your partner was saying anybody can get 65 points. Let's see if you got the 65 points. Name something you'd hate to discover the hospital you're staying at didn't have. You said towels. Survey said 0 points. No points on towels. I don't know if I've ever been at the hospital and was worried about them running out of towels. But maybe a hotel, maybe not a hospital. Never know.
Oh.
Tell me something a lot of people have that they really can't afford. You said clothes. Survey said 5 points. Okay, so that takes you guys up to 140 points. Name something people put oil on. You said a car. They put the oil in the car. I don't know if maybe somebody in the survey said it. Let's see. Survey said no points on that one as well. Still at 140 points. Name something that becomes more comfortable the longer you have it. You said a pillow. Survey said 9 points. 9 points. So that takes you guys now to 149 points. You need 51 points in order to win this thing. You never know, it could happen. Name someone people call when they're in trouble. You said mom. Who doesn't call their mom, right? Who doesn't call their mom? If the survey says 51 points, you guys are 20 bucks richer. Let me see. Mom. Oh, it's worth 3 points. It's worth 3 points. So that was a total of 152 points. Did not make the 200 points, so you guys aren't going to win the money, but the number one answer was police on that, so that was correct. Something you'd hate to discover in the hospital, doctors. If they didn't have doctors, that was the number one. A lot of people have that they can't afford a fancy car would have been a number one answer. Something people put oil on, a salad would have been your number one, or a door hinge. And something that becomes more comfortable the longer you have it, your shoes or some slippers.
Oh, I knew I should have said shoes.
Should have said it, but you didn't. And we break the streak, folks. 4 weeks of giving out money is now over. We'll see if it continues next week. If you want to play, give us an email at vtv@hf233.org. You'll get on the Family Feud.
Introducing the iPhone 15 Pro by Apple. With 5 cameras, even though your photos will be exactly the same. Also, we have an interactive hologram that you can actually touch and interact with. That way, you don't have to look at your screen, which actually does not look as high quality as this. We also have a bigger phone design, so it's even harder to fit in your pocket, especially if you're wearing jeans. The iPhone 15 Apple Pro.